Now, we've talked about a number of things in general about putters, ball position, loft, ascending blow, all these things about putting, and all of that combined equates to about 10% of making a putt. The other 90% has to do with face angle, has to do with where the putter face is aimed. That is the most important thing. In fact, I have played in almost 1,000 pro-ams in my career, and I have never seen one amateur aim close to being online. Nobody can aim the putter. We'll spend so much time later on in this instructional dealing with how to train your eyes, because face alignment is the most critical thing in putting, and it's exactly why so many different strokes are effective. All that matters is the alignment at impact. I can make the most beautiful stroke, and if my face is wide open, guess what? That's where the ball's going to go. It has nothing to do with the stroke. I can make the most beautiful stroke, and if the face is closed, guess what? That's where the ball's going to go. Where this is aimed is the single most critical element in making putts, which is why I have dedicated so much time to it in this instructional. Dave Pelz and I developed this device called the putting tutor, and this device is what has allowed me to work on my alignment. It's also helped with green reading and speed. But where it's really critical is alignment, because that's the biggest and best way for us to work on our putting. Now, what it does is it has a line down the middle of this triangle. As I put the face up against it, I know exactly where I'm aimed. I'm aimed right down this line. And so I take either a little laser or I get behind and I line it up and I put a tee up by the hole. Every time I put the face up against the edge of the tutor, I train my eyes to look at that tee. I train my body and shoulders and feet to aim at that tee so that I'm working on my alignment with my body, but most specifically with the putter face. Then I make a stroke. Now, I obviously pulled that putt to hit this marble. The only way to do that, since I know the face was properly aligned, was with my stroke. That's the fourth area that it helps. I have it on the pro setting. We have moved back a couple of holes so that it's a little bit wider and it's closer to impact. This will make it easier and less discouraging for those first starting out. But ultimately, your goal is to be able to use the pro setting and get every ball started online and through the marbles. If I make a good stroke, I should be able to get this ball through the tutor and into the hole if I have proper speed. Now, I can line up perfect. I can aim perfectly. I can start it on the correct line, and if I hit it too easy, I'm going to miss it low. But it's not because I misread it, it's not because I misaligned, and it's not because I made a bad stroke. I didn't get the right speed. That's an important area to identify. And also, I can have the perfect alignment, the perfect stroke to get the ball through, and if I hit it too hard, I'm going to miss it high. Now, both of those were read perfectly. Both of those putts started exactly on the perfect line, but neither one went in. It wasn't because of the stroke. It wasn't because of the alignment. It was because of speed. We have to identify what it is that's causing us to miss putts before we can solve it. And that's what this is all about. Training our eyes to line up properly, training ourselves to read the green properly, and training our touch to feel the proper speed. Before every round, I'll spend 5 minutes with the tutor doing hooked putts and 5 minutes with the tutor doing sliced putts. Then I'll take the tutor away and go to that exact same spot and try it without the tutor and see if I can still line up properly and get the right speed. But this will be the cornerstone to training our eyes for the proper alignment. It will be the cornerstone to helping us read greens. I get asked all the time, how do you read the greens? I train myself. I can't just look at a green and know it rolls exactly this. The amount of break varies given the speed, and the only way to do that is to be able to hit the putt and to be able to see if the speed is off. if it's too easy, if it's too hard. So I'll hit these putts over and over until I get a good feel on these greens. Now this is what allows me to putt consistently week in and week out on tour when we have varying speeds.